Hello guys, I am Tech Guide, and welcome to this comprehensive guide on mastering virtual events. Now, if you're just getting started with virtual events, I highly recommend checking out my How to Start a Virtual Event Program 2-part series. It'll give you a solid foundation before diving into the specifics we'll be covering today. In this video, we're taking a deep dive into everything you need to know to host incredible, engaging, and impactful virtual events, from the initial setup to post-event follow-up. Whether you're running webinars, conferences, or online workshops, this video has got you covered. Stick around till the end for some pro tips and tricks that will elevate your virtual event game to the next level. All right, let's kick things off with the backbone of any successful virtual event, the technical infrastructure. This is the foundation upon which your entire event will run, so it's crucial to get it right. First and foremost, internet stability is non-negotiable. You need a rock-solid internet connection to ensure smooth streaming, clear audio, and uninterrupted presentations. I'm talking high bandwidth, low latency, the works. Consider investing in a dedicated Ethernet connection or a high-quality Wi-Fi extender for maximum reliability. Next up, audio and video quality. Remember, your attendees are joining remotely, so crystal clear audio and high-definition video are essential for a professional and engaging experience. Invest in a good quality microphone and webcam, and don't be afraid to test out different lighting setups to find what works best for your space. Now, even with the best preparation, technical glitches can happen. That's why having a backup plan is crucial. Think of it as your virtual safety net. Have a backup internet source ready to go, just in case your primary connection acts up. It's also a good idea to record your event so that you can share it with attendees who might have missed it or experienced technical difficulties. Speaking of backup plans, let's talk about your streaming platform. Choose a platform that aligns with your needs and offers features like screen sharing, chat functionality, and Q&A tools. Some popular options include Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and Google Meet, but do your research and select the one that best suits your event format and audience size. And don't forget about accessibility. Ensure your chosen platform is accessible to people with disabilities by providing closed captions, transcripts, and keyboard navigation options. Inclusivity is key to creating a positive experience for all attendees. Finally, practice makes perfect. Don't wait until the day of the event to test out your entire setup. Do a dry run with your team, rehearse your presentations, and familiarize yourself with the ins and outs of your chosen streaming platform. This will help you iron out any kinks and ensure a smooth and polished presentation on the big day. Remember, a solid technical foundation is the key to a stress-free and successful virtual event. By taking the time to address these technical aspects, you'll set yourself up for a seamless and engaging experience for your attendees. All right, now that we've got the technical stuff sorted, let's talk about what really matters: keeping your attendees engaged throughout the event. Because let's face it, staring at a screen for hours on end can get old pretty fast. So how do you combat virtual event fatigue and keep your audience hooked? First and foremost, interaction is key. Don't let your event turn into a one-sided lecture. Instead, create opportunities for your attendees to actively participate and engage with the content and with each other. Think live polls, Q&A sessions, breakout rooms, and interactive quizzes. These tools not only break up the monotony, but also provide valuable insights into your audience's thoughts and preferences. Speaking of Q&A, don't underestimate the power of a dedicated Q&A session. It's a chance for attendees to ask those burning questions, get clarification on key points, and interact directly with speakers and panelists. Encourage questions throughout the event, and consider using a dedicated Q&A platform or tool to manage the flow of questions effectively. Another fantastic way to foster engagement is by incorporating live chat into your event. Live chat provides a real-time platform for attendees to connect, share their thoughts, ask questions, and network with each other. Encourage your attendees to use the chat feature actively, and consider having moderators to facilitate conversations and answer questions. Now let's talk networking. Just because your event is virtual doesn't mean you can't create opportunities for attendees to connect with each other. Consider incorporating virtual networking sessions, breakout rooms based on interests, or even a virtual coffee break where attendees can chat informally. And don't forget about the power of visuals. Visual aids like slides, videos, and infographics can go a long way in breaking up the monotony of a virtual presentation and making the content more engaging and digestible. Just remember to keep your visuals clean, concise, and relevant to your message. Gamification is another effective way to boost engagement and add an element of fun to your virtual event. Consider incorporating quizzes, polls, challenges, or even virtual badges and rewards to incentivize participation and keep attendees motivated. And lastly, don't forget about accessibility. Provide closed captions for your videos, transcripts for your presentations, and make sure your interactive elements are accessible to people with disabilities. An inclusive event is an engaging event. Remember, a successful virtual event is one that keeps attendees actively engaged from start to finish. By incorporating these tips, you can create an immersive and interactive experience that leaves a lasting impression. So, your virtual event has come to an end. But hold on, the journey's not over yet. Post-event follow-up is just as crucial as the event itself when it comes to maximizing impact and nurturing those valuable connections you've made. First things first, gather feedback. Send out a post-event survey to collect valuable insights from your attendees. Ask about their overall experience, what they enjoyed, what could be improved, and any suggestions they might have. This feedback is pure gold when it comes to refining your future events and ensuring you're meeting the needs of your audience. Next up, share the goods. Make sure to send out recordings of the event, presentations, any relevant resources or materials that were shared, and links to any websites or platforms mentioned. This not only provides value to your attendees, but also allows those who couldn't attend the live event to catch up on the content. And don't let the conversation end there. Keep the momentum going by sharing key takeaways, highlights, and interesting discussions on your social media platforms. Use the event hashtag to keep the conversation going and encourage attendees to connect with each other and share their own experiences. Now, let's talk about nurturing those leads. If you've collected contact information during the event, don't let it go to waste. Follow up with personalized emails, thanking attendees for their participation and providing them with relevant content, offers, or invitations to future events. Consider creating a dedicated online community or forum where attendees can continue the conversation, network with each other, and access exclusive content. This is a great way to foster a sense of community and keep the engagement going long after the event is over. And don't forget about the power of personalized thank you notes. A simple gesture of gratitude can go a long way in building relationships and leaving a positive, lasting impression on your attendees. Finally, take some time to analyze the data. Track metrics like attendance rates, engagement levels, website traffic, and social media mentions to measure the overall success of your event and identify areas for improvement. This data will be invaluable in shaping your future virtual event strategy. Remember, the virtual event experience doesn't end when the live stream stops. By following up with your attendees, providing value, and nurturing those connections, you can turn a one-time event into a lasting relationship. All right, it's time to put on our detective hats and dive into the world of data analysis. Because let's be real, data is king when it comes to measuring the success of your virtual event and understanding what worked, what didn't, and how you can improve for next time. First up, let's talk about attendance. How many people registered for your event? How many actually showed up? Analyzing attendance rates can give you insights into the effectiveness of your marketing efforts, the relevance of your content to your target audience, and the overall reach of your event. Next, let's dive into engagement metrics. This is where things get really interesting. Engagement metrics tell you how actively involved your attendees were during the event. We're talking about things like chat activity, poll participation, Q&A submissions, and social media mentions. Keep a close eye on the duration of attendance. How long did people stick around for? Did they drop off at certain points during the event? This can indicate whether your content was engaging enough, if the pacing was right, or if there were any technical issues that might have caused people to leave early. Website traffic is another valuable metric to track. Did your event drive traffic to your website? If so, Which pages were people visiting? This data can help you understand which aspects of your event resonated most with your audience and identify potential areas for lead generation. And let's not forget about social media. Track mentions of your event hashtag, analyze the sentiment of social media conversations, and monitor any spikes in engagement during or after the event. Social media analytics can provide valuable insights into the reach and impact of your event beyond your immediate audience. Now, don't be afraid to go beyond the numbers. Qualitative data like feedback from attendees, comments on social media, and even anecdotal observations from your team can provide valuable context and insights that quantitative data alone cannot capture. Once you've gathered all this precious data, it's time to put it to good use. Analyze the trends, identify areas for improvement, and use these insights to refine your virtual event strategy for future events. Remember, data analysis isn't about vanity metrics. It's about understanding your audience, measuring the impact of your efforts, and continuously improving your virtual events to deliver maximum value to your attendees. So, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the technical nuts and bolts to the art of keeping your audience engaged and measuring your success. But remember, mastering virtual events is an ongoing journey. Keep experimenting, keep iterating, and most importantly, keep listening to your audience. They'll tell you what works, what doesn't, and what they want to see more of. And as always, thanks for watching.